standing up there with arms and head. Thing's about 2 miles away. I'd say it's going to be 8 to 10 feet tall. I'm out there a long ways. It's a 40 power lens. This thing's sticking up on that one. Good morning, my fellow treasure hunters and explorers. It's another cool day here in Arizona, and I think it's going to be an early winter from all the indications that I'm seeing. Anyway, today I just wanted to talk about some recent discoveries and some information that's been on my mind. Recently we found some new monuments, and those monuments contained information that led us to an old Spanish mine that, to my knowledge, nobody else has discovered before or even been in for hundreds of years. Anyway, this information came from combining technology with the information found on the monument. Now I want to say something here about monuments. First of all, monuments are markers, and they contain information. They may be, more modern ones may be survey markers, they may be trail markers, or they may be a mining claim. The older monuments that were put here by the Spanish were informational monuments. They could be trail monuments, but they also could indicate where old mines, caches, or missions were located. In any event, treasure is never buried beneath a monument. There are idiots out there that think treasure is buried under a monument, and then they destroy the monument in an attempt to get underneath and see if there's treasure there. Treasure has never been found underneath a monument. Who would bury treasure under a monument? You mark a spot, everybody can see it or find it, and then they're going to dig it up. That's only something for low IQ people to do. I remember I made a video a couple years back about a large icon monument that I discovered. Obviously somebody saw that video, knew where that monument was, destroyed the monument, utterly destroyed it, and dug underneath it and all around it. And I can guarantee you they never found anything. But what they did do is they did destroy a historical marker. They also destroyed the information contained in that marker. And that's just like eating, cooking, plucking, and eating the goose that lays the golden egg. The information that was contained in that monument could have led you to an old valuable mine or to a cache if you learned how to read the information. But I can guarantee you treasure is never buried underneath a monument. And so don't destroy monuments. Not only is it illegal to destroy monuments, even the Forest Service and the BLM, who is notorious for destroying things, know that it is illegal to destroy and to touch and to manipulate these old monuments. They might not know what they stand for or what they are, but they are actually protected. So don't destroy them. The good thing about that one that was destroyed is I had been to it many times, documented all the information that it contained photographically with video, location, directional indicators and everything, so at least to us, that information wasn't lost, but it was lost to any other historian or treasure hunter that was out there. So don't destroy the monuments. That's a low IQ thing to do. Anyway, the information that was contained in this new monument led us to this old Spanish mine. And so monuments can be very valuable tools in locating these old things if you know and understand how to read and understand them. The shapes of the view holes are very important in telling, as well as the direction. And don't forget to look both directions, not just the direction you think it is, but the reverse direction. Because you may search and research where the view hole is looking in one direction, where it may actually be looking in the opposite direction for whatever reason. Once again, look at directional indicators. As I've mentioned many times before in my other videos, the Spanish used directional indicators and important azimuths from the compass. For some reason that we still don't fully understand, they used things in the threes, 333, 300, 33. And one of the old azimuth keys taken from some of the old maps is 262.5 for whatever reason. But we have found these directional indicators very important. And so when you find a monument or a series of monuments, it's best to document them, plot the coordinates on Google Earth or on a map, and figure out if the directional indicators mean anything, and then search in the areas that the peepholes or the view holes look, and you may be lucky and find something. You may be lucky and find, like we did, an old Spanish mine, or perhaps even a cache site. Anyway, this mine, which doesn't have a name, I'm going to name it El Gato de Oro, or the Golden Cat, because the shape of the mine is also in the shape of a cat. When you look through the view hole, the shape in the view hole is also the shape of a cat, and it matches very closely what we found on the ground. So the information contained in the monument, the directional indicators, and the purposefully created shape of the view hole showed us what we were looking for, and we were able to find it. So if any of you have cache sites or monuments or things like that that you're working on or looking at, be sure to look for the view holes, be sure to look for the directional indicators, be sure to plot the coordinates of the monuments on a map and see if there's any sense to what's going on with the configuration of them. In modern mining claim legalities and all the information that they have to put in the field, you triangulate. Usually mine claims have 3 or 4 monuments that define the parameters of the claim area. And so those things are very important. Sometimes there's an informational can that contains the legal parameters of the claim, so that land managers or whoever is checking on these things can see that they were filed correctly, and those are legal documents and legal monuments, and if you mess with them, there's actually a pretty good hefty fine associated with it. Yeah, so make sure you don't mess with claimed mines or other people's mines that are being legally operated, because you can get in a lot of trouble for that. Just a quick update on monuments and on mines, and if you have some of these things that you'd like help with, that if I can be of any assistance to you, I'd be happy to do that. Anyway, good luck and have a great day.